Lewis Hamilton has just signed a personal sponsorship deal so striking, so carefully designed, and with such an extraordinary impact that it is shaking the entire Formula One world, with even greater resonance inside Scuderia Ferrari. This is not just another logo on a racing suit. It is not a standard public relations move or a simple decal on a helmet. We are talking about a tech company valued at approximately $9 billion, choosing not a team, not the championship leader, but a single name to represent its global vision. And that name, unsurprisingly, is Lewis Hamilton. For those paying close attention, the meaning behind this move is massive. What Perplexity AI has just confirmed is something many had already suspected in the background of the sport. Hamilton has gone beyond the role of a driver. He has become an entity, a brand so influential and culturally relevant that he even overshadows some of the most iconic structures in motorsport, including in this case, Ferrari itself. The deal, made official recently, was signed with Perplexity, a United States-based artificial intelligence company whose market value is approaching $9 billion. The technology they develop, based on generative artificial intelligence, is quietly transforming how the world consumes and processes information. In their search for a representative embodying innovation, speed, intelligence, and curiosity, the company turned its focus to Formula One. But instead of aligning with a team like Red Bull, McLaren, Aston Martin, or Ferrari, they chose to associate directly with Hamilton as an individual, breaking away from the traditional team-centered sponsorship model that has long defined the commercial landscape of the sport. According to Ryan Fouty, Perplexity's vice president of business, several conversations were held with teams such as Red Bull, Williams, and Aston Martin. However, none of those partnerships could offer what Hamilton alone could deliver: cultural presence on a global scale, direct alignment with excellence, and a reach that goes far beyond the motorsport bubble. In practical terms, they were not simply looking for exposure in Formula One. They wanted Hamilton, because in the year 2025, Hamilton is the most valuable marketing asset in Formula One, regardless of pole positions, victories, or championship titles. And this is where things start to get more complex, especially inside Ferrari. This contract, as monumental as it is for the seven-time world champion, brings with it a subtle but significant internal tension. The Italian team has always operated based on tradition, discipline, and collective identity. The red car, the badge, and the historical legacy have always come first. But now, within that machinery, there is a driver whose market value transcends track performance. And that inevitably shifts the internal balance. If you're enjoying the content so far, don't forget to leave a like. It really helps the channel grow. And to stay up to date with all the latest Formula One news and behind-the-scenes insights, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you never miss a thing. At first glance, it may seem like little has changed. The Perplexity logo will now appear on Hamilton's helmet. There will be social media posts, possibly some videos or campaigns. However, what this agreement represents is far greater than it seems. Hamilton, within Ferrari, is now also an autonomous brand, with his own revenue sources, his own sponsors, and an independent media ecosystem. No other Ferrari driver has ever dealt with a situation like this, certainly not Charles Leclerc. Up until now, Leclerc was the unquestioned face of the team, a talent who has endured difficult periods, remained loyal, and always defended Ferrari in critical moments. He is fast, focused, and has matured significantly. However, he still lacks that same commercial weight. He has never been chosen by a $9 billion company to represent global ambitions. He has never been invited to front a cutting-edge tech startup. And even though he currently outperforms Hamilton on the track, this kind of sponsorship completely shifts the public narrative. That does not mean there is rivalry. Hamilton and Leclerc have a professional and respectful relationship. However, within the team context, the balance of influence may tilt. Hamilton now extends beyond the driver role. He is a global brand operating within Ferrari's structure. And that can impact future decisions regarding contract renewals, car development direction, and weight of voice in strategic meetings. How Ferrari manages this new dynamic will be crucial to its future. From Ferrari's perspective, the impact is more ambiguous. The deal does not bring direct financial return to the team, as it was signed outside their commercial department. However, the exposure it generates is enormous. The Perplexity brand will appear in every image of Hamilton getting into the season's car, in interviews, social media, press releases, and shared video. Ferrari becomes, in this context, the silent stage of one of the most significant personal deals in recent motorsport history. And even though results on the track have fallen short of expectations, this kind of visibility injects fresh energy into the team. So far, Hamilton has not yet reached the podium in the year 2025. The team's car has proven inconsistent, difficult to set up, and highly sensitive to adjustment. But off-track, Hamilton continues to win. And for sponsors, those off-track victories are often more valuable than a third-place trophy. And this leads us to a deeper question. What happens when a driver's image becomes larger than the team's? Ferrari has always resisted that scenario, even with legends like Michael Schumacher, Fernando Alonso, or Sebastian Vettel. The prancing horse symbol has always come first. But now, with social media, personal branding, and Hamilton's cultural reach, that philosophy is being tested like never before. Can the team coexist with a driver who steals the spotlight? Or will it revert to prioritizing hierarchy and visual consistency? All of this is happening at a critical time for Ferrari. The team is already under pressure regarding development pace, technical decisions, and internal dynamics between drivers. Leclerc has openly criticized the car's performance. Hamilton has also questioned the team's strategy, with updates expected for the Imola circuit and increased pressure on Fred Vasseur. The last thing the team needs is a power imbalance, even an unspoken one. This new sponsorship, although financially advantageous and highly visible, adds another layer of pressure. Hamilton is no longer just the multiple-time champion adapting to a difficult car. He is also the face of a billion-dollar multinational. He is a brand in and of himself. And for Ferrari, this represents both an opportunity and a challenge. If the team delivers results, this partnership could become a powerful marketing engine. But if stumbles continue, and Leclerc maintains his advantage in race pace, the narrative could grow uncomfortable. A superstar driver winning outside the track but falling behind inside it, while his teammate quietly delivers. That kind of story tends to wear out over time, especially in an environment where every detail becomes a headline. Furthermore, Hamilton's commercial success could set a new precedent within Formula One. Other drivers may start seeking similar deals, separating their personal brands from their team identity, which would require a new type of image management from racing organizations. Balancing the collective and the individual has never been so challenging. Therefore, for Hamilton, Ferrari, and Leclerc, this alliance changes the game. It raises the stakes, heightens expectations, and reinforces the idea that in Formula One, performance is only half the equation. Influence completes the picture. And at this moment, no one in the sport plays that game better than Lewis Hamilton. Tell us in the comments what you think about this move involving Hamilton and Perplexity. Do you believe this can push Ferrari forward as a whole? Or does it carry a risk of internal instability? Is Leclerc feeling overshadowed? Or is this just the new normal in the modern Formula One era? If you enjoyed the analysis, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications to follow our daily video. Because in the year 2025, the real race is not just on the track, it also happens behind the scenes, headline by headline.